NASA's current livestream, which many believed would bring long-anticipated clarity regarding the mysterious interstellar visitor known as 3I Atlas, instead resulted in widespread disappointment and renewed debate. During the event, NASA unveiled what they described as one of the clearest images yet taken of the object. The photograph came from the High-Resolution Imaging Science Experiment, a powerful camera aboard the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, known for capturing detailed images of the Martian surface. Yet the image shown to the public appeared far less detailed than many expected. Instead of a crisp, high-resolution portrait of the interstellar body, viewers were met with a blurry, faintly glowing shape, leaving many with more questions than answers. This single frame, meant to showcase the incredible capabilities of a multi-billion-dollar spacecraft, immediately became the center of frustration. Amateur astronomers had spent previous weeks uploading their own photographs of Atlas online, and in many cases, their backyard telescope images appeared sharper than what NASA presented. The comparison led to widespread dissatisfaction, with many commenting that this was the moment everyone had been waiting for, yet the result did not live up to the hype. For an agency equipped with some of the most advanced imaging technology ever built, the expectations had naturally been high, and seeing such a vague representation of the interstellar object surprised many followers. What deepened the skepticism was the timing of the release. By the end of October, nearly a full month after the high-resolution imaging science experiment had captured the data, NASA still had not published any images. The agency explained the delay by referencing the government shutdown, but many questioned why a single photograph could not be uploaded to social media during that period. As many viewers pointed out, it does not require the entire agency to be fully operational for an image to be posted online, especially one that contains so little visual detail. This delay fueled suspicions that NASA might have been withholding information or carefully deciding how to present the image. The anticipation surrounding the livestream made the contrast even more striking. When NASA announced that a special broadcast was coming, many assumed they were preparing to reveal something significant, perhaps a groundbreaking insight or unusually clear image of Atlas. Instead, the public received a blurred, cloud-like mass with only a central glow indicating the object's presence. As the broadcast concluded, many expressed their disappointment, feeling that the event had promised far more than it delivered. The comparison between amateur observations and NASA's official release became one of the most discussed topics afterward. The idea that individuals using modest equipment in their backyards could produce clearer imagery than a sophisticated camera orbiting another planet sparked concern among enthusiasts and researchers alike. Some found it difficult to accept that the high-resolution imaging science experiment, renowned for its exceptional detail, would return an image of such low clarity. This led many to wonder whether the public had truly been shown the best frame available. Altogether, the release of this long-awaited photograph has left many feeling that something is missing. On the 21st of October, 2025, the YouTube channel Dobsonian released a set of images that are now being described as the clearest and most revealing captures of the interstellar object known as 3I Atlas ever taken. The photographs, obtained during a live astronomical observation, have sparked an international wave of fascination and debate. The images appear to show something extraordinary, a vast, disc-shaped structure floating in the darkness of space, radiating light in a way no known natural body should. According to Dobsonian, the image was taken during a live capture session and has not been altered, enhanced, or digitally manipulated in any way. The photographer stated that what viewers are seeing is the raw output directly from the telescope. That claim alone has ignited widespread discussion, with many saying that this could be the first time the world has seen an unfiltered, high-resolution glimpse of what might be an artificial object moving through the solar system. In the images, Atlas does not appear as a distant icy comet or a faint streak of cosmic dust. Instead, it presents itself as a luminous, symmetrical disk, glowing softly against the black backdrop of space. Its structure appears too precise to be a random collection of rock and ice. The outer edge seems perfectly circular, while the center shows a shadowed region, perhaps a cavity or opening, surrounded by faint multicolored light. Subtle tones of blue, red, and green seem to ripple through its form, as though energy were radiating across its surface. Observers immediately noticed the sharp definition of the edges, something that's hard to achieve through amateur telescopic imaging unless the object itself was emitting light or reflecting it in a highly controlled manner. Many viewers online have stated that the object looks mechanical, not natural, resembling something designed rather than formed through cosmic processes. Within hours of its release, the image went viral across all major social media platforms. On Twitter, the photographs were shared tens of thousands of times, accompanied by commentary ranging from awe to disbelief. Some described the object as a massive craft, while others referred to it as the most important space photograph of the decade. The reaction was immediate and intense, with people pointing out that the clarity of the image seemed to surpass even those released by large observatories or government space agencies. Many commenters focused on what they saw as the broader implications of the image. For years, independent researchers have claimed that Atlas, an interstellar visitor traveling through our solar system, was exhibiting unusual behavior. It had previously been observed emitting structured light pulses, displaying an anti-tail that pointed toward the sun and reflecting light in a way that defied typical comet physics. Now, this latest image appeared to confirm suspicions that the object might not be a natural body at all. Some have suggested that the symmetrical disk form captured in Dobsonian Power's image could be the clearest indication yet that Atlas is of artificial origin. The resemblance to engineered craft seen in both modern aerospace technology and historical descriptions of unidentified aerial phenomena has not gone unnoticed. If the object truly is a disc-shaped vessel, its presence within our solar system could represent one of the most significant discoveries in human history. What makes the situation even more intriguing is the timing. The image was captured just 2 days before NASA's scheduled update regarding the ongoing planetary defense coordination surrounding Atlas. Earlier in the month, the International Asteroid Warning Network had added the object to its list of tracked celestial bodies due to its unpredictable movement and light emissions. Since then, several space agencies have quietly adjusted their observation schedules to focus on this one mysterious visitor. Now, with this new photograph circulating worldwide, people are questioning whether the agencies knew more than they were admitting. Many have pointed out that official space observatories have not released any comparable high-resolution imagery of the object in recent weeks, despite having far more advanced equipment. The fact that an independent YouTuber could capture such a clear and compelling image has led to speculation that major institutions may be withholding data. Dobsonian Power's footage has become a rallying point for citizen astronomers and independent researchers. Many have praised the YouTuber's transparency and insistence on leaving the image completely raw. "This is what science should be," one viewer wrote in a comment that quickly gained thousands of likes. "No filters, no edits, just the truth of what's really out there." Others believe this moment could mark a turning point, proof that private citizens can now reveal what governments and institutions might prefer to keep hidden. The photographs themselves continue to be dissected frame by frame. Some have noted that the light distribution and symmetry of the disk suggest a consistent, engineered pattern rather than random scattering. The core region appears darker, as if light is being absorbed or funneled inward, while the perimeter glows in a uniform halo. This effect, some argue, could indicate energy emission or field generation, something more akin to an advanced propulsion system than a natural cometary reflection. As the viral spread of the images continues, public interest has reached fever pitch. Mainstream news outlets have begun to cautiously reference the photos, describing them as unexplained but visually striking. Meanwhile, countless discussions have erupted online debating what the object could be. Some believe it could be an enormous satellite or probe from an ancient civilization, either human or extraterrestrial. Others think it could be an active interstellar vessel making observations within our solar system. What is clear is that the appearance of Atlas in this form has captured the global imagination. It has reignited age-old questions about whether humanity is truly alone in the universe, and whether our first direct evidence of another intelligence might already be drifting silently near the sun. Even seasoned astronomers, while maintaining professional caution, have admitted that the image is perplexing. The precision of the circular shape, the stable light patterns, and the lack of visible cometary debris make it difficult to categorize within existing astronomical definitions. One researcher privately commented that if this image is authentic, then it represents an object unlike anything currently catalogued in the solar system. The public response continues to grow. Forums dedicated to skywatching and astrophotography have seen record engagement, with enthusiasts attempting to replicate Dobsonian powers capture using their own telescopes. Some claim to have detected the same faint circular form, though none have matched the clarity of the original image. The sheer excitement surrounding this discovery has brought together professionals, hobbyists, and skeptics alike, united by a shared sense of wonder. As of now, Dobsonian powers photograph remains the most compelling visual evidence of Atlas to date. Whether it depicts an interstellar craft, an unknown type of cosmic phenomenon, or something entirely beyond our current understanding, it has already reshaped the conversation about what lies beyond Earth. The timing of the event, the unfiltered nature of the image, and the unmistakable disc-like shape have created a sense that something monumental has just occurred. In the absence of official clarification from major space agencies, people around the world are left to draw their own conclusions, and many believe that what they are seeing is the first undeniable glimpse of intelligent design far from our planet. A mysterious video clip released by US news outlets showing footage of the snow moon shared by NASA has quickly captured the attention of the public, not for its intended beauty, but for a puzzling and unexplained moment that some believe could point to strange activity. The video, originally meant to highlight the stunning clarity and brilliance of the full snow moon as it illuminated the night sky, became the center of controversy after viewers noticed something peculiar: a glowing orb hovering just above the moon, briefly visible before vanishing from the frame.
Beautiful sight in the sky, and it was not an ordinary full moon. According to NASA, this celestial event was the special snow moon, the first full moon of the year. They also say it's the perfect time of year for watching the skies. The planet Venus will be at its...
The incident begins innocuously enough, with the video capturing the serene image of the moon against a dark sky. But within seconds, eagle-eyed viewers began to notice a small, luminous object appearing just above the top curve of the moon's surface. The object, which glows faintly but distinctly against the backdrop of space, appears to be moving upward at a slow but steady pace. Its motion is smooth, not erratic, and it maintains a consistent glow, unlike satellites or known space debris, which typically move across the screen with faster trajectories or leave trails. What has sparked the greatest intrigue is that in the very next frame of the video, the camera has been subtly panned downward, cropping the upper section of the moon and effectively removing the glowing object from view. This change in framing did not go unnoticed. Once the video began circulating on social media platforms, particularly among communities dedicated to UFO research and unexplained aerial phenomena, users were quick to point out what they saw as an intentional act of omission. The cropped second shot, in which the top of the moon is no longer visible, was interpreted by many as an effort to hide the glowing object from further observation. Some even went as far as to suggest that NASA or the broadcasters were actively covering up the sighting of what they believe could be a genuine UFO. The glowing orb's appearance was fleeting, on screen for only a few seconds, but it was more than enough for dedicated viewers to capture screenshots and begin dissecting every frame. The still images began to flood Reddit threads, YouTube breakdowns, and UFO-focused Facebook groups, where theories quickly proliferated. Many noted that the object did not resemble any known natural or man-made phenomena. It lacked the typical features of aircraft, weather balloons, or even lens flares, all of which are common explanations in such sightings. The clean movement and the eerie glow only deepened the mystery. What further fueled the fire was the complete lack of acknowledgement from official sources. NASA did not issue any comment about the glowing orb, nor did the news outlets that aired the clip. For many viewers, this silence was more telling than any explanation would have been. The absence of clarification or follow-up led some to believe that what was captured on video was significant enough to warrant silence, a theory that plays into long-standing beliefs about government suppression of UFO-related information. Accusations have emerged from amateur astronomers, UFO researchers, and even former insiders, all claiming that the space agency routinely edits or crops out visual anomalies that may hint at extraterrestrial presence or unexplained phenomena. These claims have only intensified with the rise of digital imaging analysis and the ease with which the public can now review and dissect raw footage and photographs from NASA's extensive archives. One of the most persistent allegations is that NASA strategically censors or deletes footage showing potential UFOs near celestial bodies like the Moon, Mars, and even Earth's orbit. Numerous examples cited by online communities include images from the International Space Station live streams, Mars rover photographs, and Deep Space Telescope footage in which strange objects or lights briefly appear, only to be cut off by sudden camera pans, image glitches, or in more suspicious cases, abrupt feed interruptions. Many claim that when these live feeds are suddenly lost or temporarily disrupted, it often coincides with the appearance of unknown objects in the frame. These allegations are not entirely new. In fact, they stretch back decades to the early days of the Apollo missions. Some former NASA contractors and employees have come forward, either anonymously or publicly, alleging that they were involved in reviewing or censoring sensitive materials. One of the most famous examples comes from Donna Hare, a former NASA illustrator, who stated during interviews that she witnessed photographs being altered in a lab to remove objects resembling flying discs. According to her claims, these anomalies were often airbrushed out before the images were released to the public. Supporters of this theory argue that the motive behind such editing is rooted in national security concerns and the fear of widespread panic. If proof of extraterrestrial life or unknown technology were to be released without preparation, it could potentially cause chaos or disrupt societal norms. Others believe the secrecy is more calculated, meant to preserve technological superiority, or because these objects are not alien at all, but instead highly advanced experimental aircraft developed in secret military programs. Some suggest the orb could be a technical artifact caused by camera reflections, digital compression errors, or even an unnoticed satellite flare. However, even among more scientifically minded viewers, these explanations have not fully satisfied the questions raised by the footage. The timing of the cropping, combined with the visible trajectory and luminosity of the object, has left many unconvinced that it was merely a glitch or mistake. This incident has reignited debates surrounding the presence of unidentified flying objects near celestial bodies like the Moon. For decades, the Moon has been the subject of conspiracy theories, ranging from secret alien bases on its far side to mysterious anomalies observed during lunar missions. The appearance of a glowing orb in such close proximity to the Moon, and during an official NASA video, has breathed new life into these theories, encouraging even more scrutiny of space agency footage. Online communities have already begun comparing this sighting with past videos and photographs that allegedly show unexplained objects near the Moon or in Earth's orbit. Some researchers have pointed out that this is not the first time such objects have appeared during lunar observations, citing incidents from amateur astronomers and even former astronauts who have spoken vaguely about things they witnessed in space. The similarities in shape, light behavior, and motion between this new orb and previous sightings have only added more layers to the mystery. Despite the speculative nature of these discussions, what remains undeniable is the visceral reaction the video has caused. For a moment, intended to celebrate the beauty of a natural lunar event, attention has instead turned to a question that has haunted humanity for generations. Are we truly alone? Whether the glowing orb turns out to be a mundane phenomenon or something far more extraordinary, the incident serves as yet another reminder of how quickly unexplained anomalies can capture the public's imagination, and how our gaze toward the Moon remains as full of wonder and suspicion as ever. The Moon, Earth's closest celestial companion, has long captivated human imagination and scientific curiosity. While the Moon's familiar face is visible to us from Earth, its hidden hemisphere, known as the dark side of the Moon, remains shrouded in mystery. This enigmatic region, perpetually facing away from our planet, has sparked fascination and intrigue for generations. China garnered significant attention by achieving the historic milestone of landing a probe on the unexplored far side of the Moon, marking a groundbreaking achievement. With the successful touchdown of the Chang'e 4 spacecraft, equipped with a robotic rover tasked with conducting terrain explorations for upcoming missions, China has cemented its position as the first country to reach the lunar surface, that perpetually faces away from Earth. The mission's execution was fraught with challenges, particularly in establishing communication links with the Earth due to the uncharted territory being traversed. The unexplored nature of this lunar region presented novel obstacles for the mission's experts. Intriguingly, the rover managed to capture captivating images during its operations, including one that raised eyebrows due to the presence of an unexplained anomaly in the background. The photograph showcased the lunar landscape, with speculations emerging about a peculiar object resembling a large disk in the distant view. Following the dissemination of this image, various UFO groups and enthusiasts engaged in fervent debates regarding the mysterious object captured in the lunar backdrop. While some suggested it could be a natural lunar formation like a mound, others drew comparisons to the classic depiction of a UFO. This unexpected discovery added an element of mystery and intrigue to China's groundbreaking mission to the moon's elusive dark side, sparking a wave of speculation and interest among the global space exploration community and beyond. This image holds significant fascination due to its recent capture, and within the realm of lunar photography, it displays remarkable clarity. The photograph stands out as it was taken quite recently, showcasing a level of detail and sharpness not often seen in these types of photographs. Photographs often lack clarity, with many appearing blurry to the viewers. However, individuals who have had the opportunity to observe such photographs have remarked that there is a distinct impression of a presence in the background. Amid discussions about celestial anomalies, a user emphatically asserted that a particular entity sighted on the moon does not belong there and is in fact an unidentified object. According to their observation, this disc-shaped object was discernible against the rest of the background. Delving into the intriguing realm of lunar exploration, another individual shared their extensive endeavor of meticulously combing through archives of historical moon images in search of enigmatic anomalies. They expressed admiration for a particular photograph, hailing it as one of the most remarkable images they've encountered in their quest. This dedicated individual devoted significant time and effort to scrutinizing these lunar records, driven by a fascination with the unknown. The individual mentioned that while the majority of unidentified flying objects are typically observed above the moon, an exception was made in this case where a puzzling object was sighted directly on the lunar surface. This unique occurrence serves to validate the claims of certain astronauts who asserted that they felt under surveillance during their moon missions. The presence of such an object on the moon's surface adds a layer of intrigue and credibility to the reports of astronauts sensing a watchful gaze upon them during their lunar missions. It's because of photographs like this that others have questioned that they might be the reason why we have never returned. The concept of unidentified flying objects being observed on the lunar surface is not a recent revelation. This notion has circulated for many years, with numerous individuals asserting that astronauts themselves have attested to witnessing such phenomena during their moon missions. According to reports, while traversing the moon's terrain, astronauts have purportedly spotted peculiar objects maneuvering through the lunar skies. Some astronauts have even publicly recounted their encounters, describing these unidentified crafts as maintaining a vigilant watch over them throughout their lunar expeditions. These revelations have sparked considerable interest, prompting speculation that the documented images might indeed capture authentic instances of extraterrestrial presence. One commentator said that the moon stands out as a prevalent location for encountering unidentified aerial vehicles. Annually, numerous videos capture enigmatic craft in proximity to our sun. Notably, the novelty of this particular image lies in its rarity, portraying objects directly on the lunar surface. They regard this photograph as among the more convincing evidence showcasing UFO activity on the moon. This discourse underscores the enduring fascination and debate surrounding the potential existence of UFOs within the celestial realm, particularly on the moon. The testimonies of astronauts, coupled with the visual evidence presented, serve as compelling elements in the ongoing exploration of this intriguing phenomenon. In continuation of the discussion, some individuals suggested that those responsible for monitoring the images may not have noticed any anomalies. Conversely, there are voices that argue the image depicts a natural geological formation or attribute it to a phenomenon where the mind perceives patterns or shapes where none exist. On the contrary, advocates of unidentified flying objects refute such explanations, contending that they are often used to dismiss those who identify and analyze such anomalies. They maintain that the image in question is distinctly clear and undoubtedly captures an object positioned on the surface of the Moon. This diverse range of perspectives illustrates the intricate nature of interpreting such images, with varying views on the presence of anomalies in lunar photography. Through a meticulous analysis of the image, proponents and skeptics alike continue to engage in nuanced debates over its true implications and significance. The fascination with the mysterious dark side of the Moon has seen a significant surge in recent years,